This is Nourify Beautify, your go-to podcast mixing clean beauty and conscious living. Today, Nour Abochama sits down with Tanya Jimenez and Stefano Tunesi of Everyday for Future, straight from Expo West 2025. Let's unearth beauty that cares for you and the planet.
So we have an amazing stock now. It's Everyday for Future. We have a whole line of products, whole cosmetics, all vegan or organic.
Natural and sustainable.
Tell us about that.
Our company is both a private label producer, contract manufacturer, and we also own our two brands. We are a European group. We are located in Italy. We are based close to Milano, and we produce and formulate for more than 150 brands all around the world. We have more than 28,000 formulations in our system. All our products are formulated only with natural ingredients. So we are healthier, vegan, so cruelty-free, sustainable, organic, whatever you want to be. We have our own production facility in our headquarters in Italy, as well as close to Chicago in Northwest Indiana, where we opened our production unit 2 years ago. And so today all our cosmetics are developed, formulated in our laboratory in Italy, but they are manufactured here in US. Our two brands are Everyday for Future and Daily Dose. And I like usually I sing and she dance. So to my dancer
Before
Tanya.
we go to the dancing,
Okay. Yes.
How did you get into that business?
Oh, that's crazy. Years ago, I didn't want to study, so I started from a small boat, making this just with a brother and the friends, and then we were lucky and we grew up a lot. Today we have more than 150 employees, 3 factories. We have also a factory in Brazil, and we are growing. And the natural market is really growing. And
It's growing.
we wanted to be here in US because I'm sure that the demand for the consumer will grow up a lot in the next years.
It's still being a man going into cosmetic lines. It's still dazzling for me. Why did you do that?
Why do you think we don't need creams? That's why I look so young.
Okay.
Because we need to use it because skin is our biggest organ. It's how we absorb more things from the environment. So there are so many dangerous products on the market. A lot of products contains ingredients that are really poisons, and we absorb a lot. There are some studies from a university, I think here in US, MIT or something like that. They studied that a girl in a life, using lipstick, drinks a cup of gasoline, because the main ingredient for a lipstick for the traditional brands is mineral oil, which is gasoline. So when you're doing this and over the day you eat it, at the end of your life, it's like if you drank a bottle of gasoline. So this is why we wanted to make everything organic, natural, with natural oil.
Okay, so let's go to the dancing. Tell us about the product.
Yes, of course. So for Everyday for Future, as he said, we wanted to be sustainable, natural, vegan, and cruelty-free. So we wanted to provide a solution for somebody to be sustainable every day, not just, for example, there was the movement of Greta Thunberg where Fridays for Future, you do something sustainable for Friday, but we wanted to do something every day that people could feel good about making an impact on the planet. So for our packaging, we use, as he said, natural ingredients. And then we also use sustainable packaging. So for example, for our face pouches over here, I'm not sure if you would be able to see them, but for our face pouches, instead of using a traditional plastic bottle, we use a face pouch. And by this, we reduce the plastic waste by 50 to 70%. And then we also use PCR, which is post-consumer recycled plastic. So in that way, we reduce the plastic waste as much as we can every day.
Okay. How do you ensure that the products you're using are really natural, really organic, really good sourced?
We control everything in our production steps. So since we produce the material, we buy only raw material from certified sources. We have a lot of certification. In Europe, we have some certification very popular, like Cosmos, EcoCert, VDHA, Vegan Society, Vegan OK. So a lot of body agency of control that go directly to the producer of the raw material. Then we have our processes that are all check and control. We don't do any chemical transformation, we do only mechanical mixing. So mixing, we mix, we eat, but we don't add any chemical process in our productions. And then the filling is mainly manual or semi-automatic, just to take care about the quality of the product. Concerning the packaging, we always look and try to be updated according to the novelties on the market.
Tell us a little bit about your policy around transparency.
we are very strong with transparency because since we have nothing to hide, we want to be as transparent as possible. So that's why we are a little bit crazy when we say that we need laws or regulation to know the ingredients. Everything should be so transparent as possible. We wanted also years ago to try to give a true traceability of the ingredients. It's something not easy to do now, but I think with the technology that is growing up, one day probably will be possible.
So even on our ingredient packing list on the back, as you can see here, so we have it highlighted in different colors. So for example, for green, it's natural ingredients, and if it's highlighted in orange, it's organic natural ingredients. So we're very transparent into highlighting what's what in each.
Talking about the regulations, tell us a little bit about the regulation in the cosmetic industry. Is it as the pharmaceutical, or I think it's much less?
It's let's say it's different and it's changing. Actually, in the North American market, FDA is changing all the regulation to a new rules. It's called MOCRA, that is going to be taken in place, and it's something that will be more aligned to the European regulatory. So it's asked to the producer of a cosmetics to check all the raw material, but mainly to, as you say, to be transparent. So to give every information, everything to be uploaded in a portal where authorities can have access whenever is needed. So this is happening. It's something that is very important. It will have the transparency and the consumer to be independent in their choice. Because, for example, here in California, you have some rules that are very hard, very extreme to be matched, and sometimes they terrify the consumer with some writing. I think that if we can give all the information to the consumer and let them to decide, will be much easier. So that's why we want to be transparent and not to have rules that say, hey, this product can kill you. Let me choose if it can kill you. So let me know the ingredients and then I can decide. For example, I'm allergic to apples. If this cream will contain apples and I will become red. So it depends on me. That's why transparency is very important.
Okay. Where do you see the industry going in the next few years?
Consumers are now really focused on two main aspects. On one side, since people want to spend money cautiously, they want to know what is inside. So people want to know, once again, transparency. People want to know what's inside, how it's done. For example, I know it's very important to, for example, have manufacturer in his own country, because everywhere in the world it's kind of economic fight. So it's important to know where it's done, how it's done. And the other point, the other key driving point of a choice is the price. I like the definition here in North America. You have about we say in Europe cheap product is wrong. You are right, you say value. A value product is something that gives the idea of I pay for what I get. So I want something for $5, I have something that's for $5. I want something for $50, I get something for. So it's just reminding people to know exactly what is behind the product.
Okay, what's new for you?
What's new? Oh, cosmetics is always something new. Cosmetics is new in colors, because it can be new sometimes every time with new colors. But the products that maybe could be really innovative, it's this. We made this stick. Tanya, you want to tell about this product?
So they spent about 2 years formulating this, because we realized that on the market, all the serum sticks that were on the market were all wax-based. So what we wanted to do was do something that was water-based, so that way it doesn't leave that sticky feeling. So they really perfected the formula. It was about 2 years that they spent on the formula. And then so here it is. Instead of a traditional like dropper or everything like that, it is in a solid form. Yes. So if you see right here, it doesn't have like a wax base.
Yeah.
So it's 20% active water, blueberry. And it feels very nice on the skin.
Yeah.
So, and
you can see the fat. No wrinkles.
Okay.
Yes, this is a very innovative formula that we're very proud of.
Well, thank you so much. That's really amazing. Thank you for sharing this with us. Where can we find you?
Okay, we are now starting our distribution with Everyday for Future more widely. Then because it's quite new. With Everyday for Future, we will be in natural grocers. We are online on Growth Collaborative. What else, Tanya?
And then on our own website as well. So our three main ones are our website and then Growth Collaborative, and soon we'll be in natural grocers as well.
Amazing. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks for listening to Nourify and Beautify. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and visit knowurifyandbeautify.com. for more inspiring wellness and beauty content. Until next time, stay inspired and stay well.